Welcome to Head to Head. It's our video series where we pit DJ gear against each other. And in this episode, we've got two Pioneer DJ standalone all-in-one DJ controllers. They can hardly fit the frame, actually. I've got the XDJ-RX2 over here on the left, which was released in September 2017, and the XDJ-RR over here on the right, released in September 2018. Both are two-channel standalone devices for Rekordbox, meaning you can spin using just a USB thumb drive that has all your music exported from Rekordbox, and you can also connect them to your laptop for spinning with Rekordbox DJ. Now, straight off the bat, the XDJ-RX2 is the flagship standalone system, so it comes with more features than the XDJ-RR, which is more like the entry-level device. The XDJ-RX2 also costs more. It's around $1,700, while the XDJ-RR is around $1,100. So what do you get for the added $600? We're gonna find out in this video. Plus, we've already done reviews of both of these systems. I'm gonna post the link to them below this so you can watch those review videos after you're done watching this head-to-head. So let's get to it. The XDJ-RX2 is the bigger of the two systems and it weighs more, coming in at around 9 kilos, while the XDJ-RR is more compact and lighter, weighing a little over 5 kilos. That makes the XDJ-RR the more portable of the two, although the XDJ-RX2 is also light enough to be brought to and from gigs. I mean, my DDJ-RZ is heavier than both of these, and I practically lug that to all my gigs, whether it's a festival, I'm doing a function, or I'm just gigging at a tiny pub. We've just got to that point in DJ controllers where a tiny footprint isn't as desirable as it was a decade ago when digital DJing was just hitting the mainstream. Kind of like how smartphone screens are having a bigger is better moment right now. The layout of both devices is nearly identical, save for a few added controls and capabilities the XDJ-RX2 has, which we'll get into later in this video. You've still got a big 7-inch screen at the top of the units, and you've got your browse and deck load buttons. You've got your mic section over here on the left. You've got your twin USB slots, one for recording and one for playing music from a USB thumb drive. You got a mixer section over here in the middle. Again, you only have 2 channels in here. Plus, you have your sound color effects as well as your beat effects. And the deck section has CDJ style looping controls. You can find that over at the top. And you've got your transport controls. You've got your pitch faders as well as your performance pads. Now, the pitch fader on the XDJ-RX2 is longer than the ones found on the XDJ-RR. That makes, precise BPM setting a lot easier. Plus, the crossfader on the XDJ-RX2 feels a bit more solid, more premium, slightly smoother compared to the one found on the XDJ-RR. You've got more connectivity options on the XDJ-RX2, apart from the XLR and RCA master outputs, RCA aux input, and mic input that the XDJ-RR has. The XDJ-RX2 expands on those by having 2 pairs of RCA phono line inputs for hooking up turntables or media players, 1/4-inch booth outputs, and a second mic input. Mobile and pro DJs will love these extra features that will come in handy during shows and functions, though they may be excessive for home practice sessions. If you're just looking for something to spin with in your bedroom and you're on a tighter budget, the XDJ-RR would be the more practical option here. While both units look like they have identical screens, the XDJ-RX2 has a touch-sensitive display, while the XDJ-RR does not. That means you can't do things like search for songs using the QWERTY keyboard. If touch sensitivity is a deal breaker for you, the XDJ-RX2 is your only option at the moment as far as all-in-one systems go. Both the XDJ-RR and the original XDJ-RX don't have touchscreens. The XDJ-RX2 has a more premium Jogwheel set that includes lights in the center ring, plus a more solid weighted feel. They're also larger than the Jogwheels found on the XDJ-RR. The Jogwheels on the XDJ-RX2 are kind of comparable to the ones found on a higher tier DDJ controller like the DDJ-RX. The XDJ-RR, on the other hand, doesn't have the center ring lights, as I mentioned, and feels a bit like a step down, but they're still very responsive and usable. Both are touch capacitive, so you still don't get the mechanical Jogwheels found on a CDJ or XDJ media player. The XDJ-RX2 has 8 RGB backlit pads per deck. They're chunky and made of rubber and are fantastic for pad drumming and cue juggle routines. Plus, you've got the ability to change their colors so you can visually label stuff like hot cues, and also the colors change depending on the performance pad function that you've got set. The XDJ-RR, on the other hand, has plastic clicky buttons for performance pads. They're backlit, but they only come in a single blue color. The pads aren't as hyper-fast as those on the XDJ-RX2 because buttons have a travel time when you press on them. They're still pretty responsive though, but we just prefer the feel of rubber pads over plastic buttons when it comes to performance controls. For sound color effects, the XDJ-RX2 has dub, echo, sweep, noise, and filter, while the XDJ-RR has dub, echo, pitch, noise, and filter. On the beat effects side, the XDJ-RX2 has loads more. You've got delay, echo, spiral, reverb, transformer, flanger, pitch, and roll, while the XDJ-RR only has echo, reverb, and flanger. The XDJ-RX2 has a clear edge here, so if you're into tweaking effects while you spin, you'll get more use out of the XDJ-RX2's beat effects section compared to the limited selection of effects that you've got over here on the XDJ-RR. The XDJ-RX2 is a more powerful and versatile system compared to the XDJ-RR, though most of those powers are more likely to be utilized by mobile, club, and professional DJs. New DJs who are serious and have dreams of club residencies and festival tours will have their hands full with the XDJ-RR's feature set, and will even be enough for gigging DJs who just want a basic setup at home to keep their mix skills sharp. The lack of touchscreen on the XDJ-RR is a bit of a letdown, and having one on board would have cemented it as the better option if someone was thinking about whether to get it or a used XDJ-RX, which can be found on eBay or secondhand stores for almost the same price. If you're an advanced DJ and you want the most features and the best all-in-one that Pioneer DJ's got to offer, go for the XDJ-RX2. If you're just starting out or you're looking for a simple home setup that you can still take with you to the occasional house party or pub gig, the XDJ-RR is the more practical option. So that's it for this head-to-head. Let us know which of these two controllers you prefer. Let us know in the comments. Please like and share this video. My name is Joey. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you in the next head-to-head. Bye-bye.